Thank you both. Good morning. Thank you both. The FY25 Army budget was $185.9 billion. Mr. Secretary, that's a lot of money, right?
It is.
Yeah, well, I think we need more, and I think most of us up here understand that. Budgets need to be based on threats. So let's walk through the threat matrix real quick to America and see if we need more spending on the military list. Putin. Is there any indication, General, that Putin's going to stop his effort to dismember Ukraine anytime soon?
Well, it's hard for me to predict anything, but I would say
Well, let's
right
go.
now what we're
Last
seeing-
night was the biggest attack on Kyiv, and they killed an American citizen. So as of last night, he doesn't seem to be willing to stop, does he?
Yes, you're right, Senator.
Yeah, I hadn't
Agree.
seen any intel. I mean, does anybody up here think that he's slowing down? I don't. So we spent a lot of our ordnance and military equipment to help Ukraine, right, Ms. Secretary?
We did.
And the reason we're doing that, so that we don't get in a war with Putin. You know, if he gets to a NATO country, we're in a war with Russia, right? We're trying to stop him now.
I believe that was the theory of the case.
Yeah, well, that's the good theory of the case. So if Putin's not slowing down, seems to me we're going to be needing to help Ukraine more and be sending a deterrent message to Putin. Let's go to Iran as a threat matrix. How would you rate Iran's threat to the United States, General George?
I would rate the threat as more, there's a couple regional, I think is the biggest to our interests that are out in the Middle East with the troop concentrations that we have there, other interests and
Well,
partners and allies.
Do you know what November the 4th is in Iran? Do you know? It's Death to America Day. In 1987, Iran made November the 4th Death to America Day. That's a hint what they think about us. Do you believe, Ms. Secretary, that President Trump is right to say no nukes for Iran?
I totally support the president.
Do you believe Iran would use a nuke if they had it against Israel and maybe us?
It's hard to answer a hypothetical.
Why is
scenario.
it hard to answer? They say it. They write death to Israel, death to America on the missile. That's not hard. They have 900 pounds of highly enriched uranium at 60%. What commercial purpose is there for highly enriched uranium at 60%? I'll answer it for you, zero. They got enough highly enriched uranium at 60% to make a bunch of bombs. Why do they have one of their enrichment programs at the bottom of a mountain? Do you know?
I would hypothesize for security.
Yeah, I would hypothesize that they want to enrich and make sure they're safe in doing it. So let's stop playing this game that Iran is like an uncertain enemy. They say it, they mean it, they're going to do it if somebody doesn't stop them. Do you agree that we're in the land of force now, General George, when it comes to stopping Iran's nuclear ambitions?
Can you repeat that question again? We're in
Do
the
you
what?
believe that it seems to be that the only option available to us now to stop their nuclear ambitions is force?
I don't know. I know that they're still reaching
watch
out to make
television?
sure. I do.
Okay,
do
well,
watch
I mean, seems to
news.
me diplomacy for 60 days. One, Mr. President, thank you for reaching out to Iran. Thank you for reaching out to Russia. Thank you for trying to find a peaceful solution. But it seems to me that we're full-on engaged, at least Israel, to take down their nuclear program before us. Is that a fair statement, that Israel's made a decision to take their nuclear program down by force?
I think that's obvious.
Yeah, I think so too. And do you agree with President Trump's decision that a nuclear-armed Iran is a threat to us?
Again, I think the president's been clear that he doesn't want Iran to
No,
have
I mean, do
nuclear
you agree with
weapons.
that? Do you think it's a threat to us?
That we don't want Iran to have
Yeah.
nuclear weapons? Yes, I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I don't think we do. I don't think we do for a lot of reasons. China, do you think China will take our Taiwan by force if America and the West seems weak in the eyes of China?
I think deterrence is incredibly important and making sure that
Do you
we
think
have
we
that
may have
ability.
lost deterrence after our withdrawal from Afghanistan, Mr. Secretary?
I think that the withdrawal absolutely harmed our
I think
global
we
standing.
have, we need to regain it. Do you think ISIS and Al-Qaeda is still out there trying to find ways to kill us here at home, General George?
I do think that
Okay, so
there's
the
still a
threat matrix is about as large as I can remember. So to those who wondering, should we spend more in the military? We should. And the goal is to spend money in the military to prevent war, but if you get in one, to win it. So last question. The Ayatollah said today that if we help Israel destroy their nuclear program, and he's not going to give it up, he said that today, there'd be all-out war with America. Did you hear that today?
Yes, I did. read
Okay.
that.
So are you confident that America has the ability, nobody wants a war, but if we got in an all-out war with Iran, we would win?
I think we're confident for 250 years the United States Army has
Yeah, I do
achieved
too.
every
My
goal we've
money's
been
on the
given.
Army, my money's on the military. I don't want a war, but if you pick a fight with us, you're gonna lose. To our friends in Israel, keep it up, we got your back. Taking that program down is an existential threat to Israel and to us. This is a moment of choosing for the world. I hope everybody understands that if they get a nuclear weapon, they're religious fanatics, they're religious Nazis, they would use it. I don't believe that about Rocket Man, I don't believe it about Putin, I don't believe it about China, but I believe it about these folks. And this is a moment of choosing, and we better get this right. And if you get it right, normalization's back on the table, China's less likely to go into Taiwan, and Putin we'll have a new conversation with him. If we get it wrong, the world's gonna blow up even worse than it is today. God bless you, God bless the Army.